Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So here's a re-upload video actually on my Blue Eyes combo video. So I made a lot of minor mistakes that I shouldn't have, so I figured I'd just delete the video and just redo it all over again. And this time, no misplays or anything like that. I'll be sure to do everything correctly and so on. So same as before, 2 test hands. Don't really know what I'm going to get just because, you know, I have to reshuffle everything and basically just redo the whole combos all over again. But hopefully we'll get 2 good hands and so on. So I made a minor mistake on Ultimate Zulkin. I didn't realize I was supposed to set a spell or trap first. I completely forgot about that part. I mean, when was the last time anyone really played Ultimate Zulkin, to be fair? And with Galaxy Ice Full Armor Photon, I forgot that you needed an Xyz monster to summon it. I thought it could be any Galaxy Ice monster, but apparently I was wrong about that too. So, but anyway, just figured I'd give shoutouts to the people who pointed that out and so on. So if you guys saw the video before, you already know who you are. So yeah, thank y'all for pointing those little minor details out for me. Now I know for future reference. Anyway, let's see what we got this time. Alright, so opening hand is, okay, Sage, that's pretty good. Whitestone of Legend, not too bad. Ooh, nice, 1 for 1, so I could definitely take full advantage of that. Trade in, and... okay, so Dragon Spirit of White, not really a card I'd like to see opening hand, but it'll do. Honestly, the first thing I would pretty much want to do first is actually play 1 for 1, just so I can pitch the Whitestone of Legend in order to special summon a level 1 monster directly from the deck. You can bring out a Whitestone of Ancients or even a World Chalice Guard Dragon. So let's go and bring out World Chalice Guard Dragon, honestly, just because, again, I think I might know what I could do with it. So yeah, we'll bring out World Chalice Guard Dragon. And then, of course, the Whitestone of Legend, mandatory effect. You're going to add Blue Eyes White Dragon to your hand. Next up, you could normal summon Sage too if you wanted to, just because, you know, you can get access to your Hockey Fibrax right off the bat. So let's go ahead and try that out. So yeah, let's go ahead and normal summon Sage. We're actually going to go ahead and use this effect to search out another one of our level 1 monsters, as long as it's the Light Attribute Tuner. Let's go for Effect Veiler, since, you know, it's searchable. You might as well just have it at the ready in case you really need it. So yeah, we'll go for the Effect Veiler here. And then afterwards, I'm going to go ahead and link off my World Chalice Guard Dragon and Sage. As long as we have 2 monsters, including a tuner, you can bring out Crystron Halky Fibrax. At this point, I'll just call him Needle Fiber. So let's go for Needle Fiber. Needle Fiber's effect on the summon. You can special summon any level 3 or lower tuner, but it can activate its effects this turn, but that's only while it's on the field. If it leaves the field, then you're free to use graveyard effects and so on. That's why Glow Bulb and Steam the Cloak were banned in the first place. Still can't figure out why Distributor was banned. I mean, it can't be brought out with Needle Fiber's effect. It has to be level 3 or lower, but whatever. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, bring out the Whitestone of Ancients. We're going to go and activate the Trade-In card. So let me finish shuffling here, and then we'll cut our deck. Alright. So, going to go and activate Trade-In. Let's pitch... I'll pitch the Dragon Spirit of White just because I can bring it back later on. So yeah, let's see what our draw 2 was. Okay, Dragon Shrine, that's pretty good. Oh, 2 Dragon Shrine. Okay, wow. That's not bad, but not good at the same time. So, but we'll make it work. So I'd activate the Dragon Shrine. That way I can at least send my Dragon Core Hexer to the grave. And then with, because she's a normal monster, I can summon out another, I can send in another dragon. So let's go and do that. Let's send, you know, let's go send a Galactic Spiral or I always say Serpent. It's Galactic Spiral Dragon, just because, you know, he is a really good monster and a really powerful extender. So, yeah, that's definitely a good idea. So you got 2 ways you can go about this. At this point, like, you can actually banish World Chalice Guard Dragon. You can either special summon either Dragon Core Hexer, or if you want, you can bring out your Dragon Spirit of White. Since Dragon Spirit of White is treated as a normal while it's in your hand or in your graveyard, it really wouldn't matter, because either way, you can bring out Galactic Spiral Dragon right now, since you'll have 2 or more light or dark dragon monsters on the field, and they'll all become level A once he's summoned. Of course, he'll be banished on the turn once he leaves the field, but it really doesn't matter. So, in which case, since we already have the Whitestone of Ancients anyway, let's just bring out the Dragon Spirit of White. That way I can at least use Galactic Spiral Dragon's effect to special summon itself. Now that I do have a level 8, now that everything's level 8, including the Whitestone of Ancients, now I can actually do this. I'm going to go ahead and send Galactic Spiral... Actually, let me double check Ultimate Zulkin real quick. I think they have to go to the graveyard if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they have to go to the graveyard. He's going to get banished. So we'll send Dragon Spirit White and White Son of Ancients to the graveyard in order to bring out our Ultimate Zulkin. Alright, so let's do that. We'll bring him out in defense mode, of course. You definitely want to do that. Even though, as long as you control another Synchro monster, he can't be targeted for attacks anyway. You definitely still need to make full use of that effect. So now we'll set a spell or trap on our side of the field. That way we can trigger Zulkin's effect to bring out Crystal Wing. So there you go, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, just like that. Now I do wish I did have a target for the Crystal Haki Fibrex, but unfortunately I don't right now, but it is what it is. But on the plus side, here's what we could do. Since Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon is now out, you know, you have a way to protect yourself, and you still have Effect Veiler. And plus, next turn you can always activate the Dragon Shrine next turn anyway, so it's not all bad. So at this point, you can pretty much just end your turn, and on the end phase, the White Son of Ancients triggers off. Make sure you never forget that effect, and you can summon out another Blue Eyes. We'll go for Blue Eyes White Dragon. So, and I can only hope that Galactic Spiral's Dragon stays alive, that way I could just use it for Xyz material to go into Hope Harbinger. So that's really all I could do with this hand. And honestly, this isn't... Oh, sorry. In all honesty, this isn't a bad board in the slightest. You still got an Effect Veiler. Again, you got Crystal Wing that basically negates anything, as long as it's a monster, of course. And then Ultimate Zulkin, you know, as long as you have a Synchro monster out, you can basically protect him from being attacked or by card effects. So, yeah, definitely nothing too bad overall. And as long as you play your cards correctly, you should do just fine, honestly, with this. Alright, so not a bad start. So let's go and see what we can get this time around. Alright. And hopefully I don't open up with 2 Dragon Shrines again, because like drawing 2 of them was kind of bad. I was hoping for like maybe a Return of the Dragon Lords or something like that. That way I could have at least done a little bit more, but it is what it is. Alright, so let's see what our new hand will look like. Can I get a Melody of the Awakening Dragon or a trap card? Anything, you know? Oop, did it again. My hands are a little slippery, guys. I apologize for that. Alright, let's see what we got. Go and cut that. Alright. Okay, Whitestone of Legend again? Wow, 2 in a row. I bet you it's going to be another Sage. Oh, no, Cards of Consonance. Oh, okay, that is actually really good. So that's literally a +2 for me because of the Whitestone of Legend. Okay, Dragon Shrine, that's really good too. DD Crow, so definitely an amazing card, especially the fact that this is going to be the going second hand. So, okay, Sage with Eyes of Blue. So I'm actually not disappointed by this at all. I really love what this hand looks like. So your opponent, you know, starts setting up a board. If he has anything that he's going to activate from the graveyard or some form of revival, definitely DD Crow any resources your opponent will have, you know, because we're in a format that, in fact, we're still in a format where graveyard effects are still, like, important. So DD Crow, like, whatever key cards your opponent's going to try to save up. So, yeah, DD Crow will definitely help. So he sets up a board, you know, doesn't look like something you can, that's going to be too hard to break. So you draw your next card. Okay, we got Return of the Dragon Lord, so that's actually a really good start. For sure, I want to activate the Cards of Consonance. I definitely want some draw power right now. So we'll ditch the Legend, of course. Draw 2 cards. Okay, that's pretty good. Ooh, nice. We got Effect Veiler, so that's also really good. And of course, the Whitestone Legend will now trigger, letting you add Blue Eyes White Dragon. So, yeah, we're definitely going to go and act the Blue Eyes White Dragon. And then afterwards, okay, here's one thing I can see we can do right now. We're going to go and normal summon Sage with Eyes of Blue, just so I can get access to one of my stones. Since I already have Effect Veiler anyway, we're going to go and add a White Son of Ancients, just so I can have some form of discard fodder with Melody of the Awakening Dragon. Now this is where things get really cool. So I do have a strategy in mind that can make this work, and I think I might be able to pull off Ultimate Zulkin again. So for sure I'm going to activate the Melody. We're going to ditch the White Son of Ancients. We're going to add a Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. For sure, you know, since we already have Blue Eyes White Dragon in hand. And I think I might be able to do this. We're going to go and add Chaos Dragon Levianeer 2. I might be able to pull him off as well. So we'll just see how this goes. Okay. Next up, we're going to go and link off Sage with Eyes of Blue. Normally you can go for Link Karibo. That was the original combo back then, but now that we have other level 1 or Link 1 monsters that you can use with level 1 monsters fairly easily, the one I would like to use is actually this one. So we're going to bring out Relinquish Anima. Depending on what the board would look like, if your opponent has a monster that it could point to, either extra monster zone, do it, you know? And then take control of that monster and then just like link it up, just equip it to him and he'll gain that monster's attack points. I believe it's only half the attack points if I'm not mistaken. No, it just gains the full attack points, so that's pretty good. So and it can attack, so that's also really good. So definitely something to look into. So that's why I'm running Relinquished Anima in the first place, because the fact that he can steal just about anything he points to, as long as the monster can be targeted, because you always gotta watch out for the cards that can't be targeted. But yeah, Sage is in the grave. I apologize for that. So, but yeah, Relinquished Anima. That's just a really good card overall. So next up, I'd reveal Blue Eyes White Dragon, special summon Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, and if you need to, you could use this effect to pop a card. Just know that he can't attack. That's never usually a problem anyway. Next, I'd activate Dragon Shrine. Now, this is where I'm going to go ahead and start getting a little crazy with my combo here. So, I'm actually going to go and send Dragon Core Hexer again, just so I can at least get a monster on board. So, or not on board, but another monster to the grave, since she is a normal monster. And of course, my favorite little guy is going to be World Chalice Guard Dragon as my second dragon, because, she's normal. Alright, next I'm going to activate World Chalice Guard Dragon's effect to special summon my Dragon Core Hexer. Alright. Now then, since we already have two level 8 monsters, both one that's a tuner and not a non-tuner, we can send them to the grave. And then we're going to bring out Ultimate Zulkin again. Alright. Next, I'm going to go ahead and set my Return of the Dragon Lords. That way I can at least trigger Ultimate Zulkin's effect once again, bring out Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Alright. Now then, let's see what do we got in the grave. So, okay, I think I see what I can do. So for sure, I'm going to go ahead and banish Sage with Eyes of Blue. We're going to banish Dragon Core Hexer. And you know what? Let's go and banish the DD Crow, only because, I'm not running Pot of Avarice this time around, just because, for fairly obvious reasons. I'm going to go ahead and bring out Chaos Dragon Levianeer. And since we did banish both light and dark monsters, you can pop 2 cards on the field, non-targeting, so that's actually really good. Now, keep in mind, Levianeer will not be allowed to attack if you use this effect, but that's fine. This is why we have Return of the Dragon Lords. So, activate Return of the Dragon Lords. You can bring back your alternative White Dragon, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And now that he's basically summoned as a brand new monster, he could actually attack now if you wanted to. Now, of course, you could also use this effect to pop a card, but again, if you need to do that, go ahead and do that, but if not, you'll be fine. So you pretty much attack with Crystal Wing, you can attack with Blue Eyes Alternative, you can attack with Relinquished Anima. Again, can't attack with Levianeer, that's kind of unfortunate, but that's fine too. And then during main phase 2, you could overlay your 2 level 8 dragons here in order to make Hope Harbinger. There you go, just like that. So it's like you got 2 forms of negation, well actually 3 forms of negation, because I forgot Effect Veiler's still in my hand. You got Crystal Wing, you got Hope Harbinger, and not to mention you still have the protection of Return of the Dragon Lords, which is also really nice too. So definitely a lot of cool combos you could do, and of course if you end your turn, again, never forget this, White Stone of Ancients will also kick off, letting you summon out the Dragon Spirit of White. And of course if your opponent summons that monster at any given point, you can tag out for the regular Blue Eyes White Dragon. So yeah, definitely some really good boards that you could pull off with this deck. It gets nuts. So, but yeah. Thankfully, I got everything done correctly, a little bit better this time around. So, yeah, definitely a good deck to try out. So, I'll let you guys figure out your own strategies and all that good stuff. So, until then, I'll see you guys next time.